If you're into numbers, you realize that this year it is the year 9. And the year 9 will represent in the tarot, it represents the Hermit. And the Hermit, it has many meanings, of course, but it really focuses on spirituality. It focuses on you working on yourself, very inner work. This is not about the time that you are dealing with a lot of people. This is about solitude. This is about the end of a cycle. So don't be surprised if this is a time that you are letting go of something, if you will have a very big transformation in your life, because this year will force you to do that. Hello beautiful souls, I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the crystal of the year. It is a crystal that is extremely versatile. It is a crystal that we have all around us, that it is very accessible, it is affordable, and for some reason a lot of people tend to think that the more you have or the more expensive it is, the better it is. When you work with crystals, it really doesn't matter. It just goes back to your intention. So I decided to choose clear quartz as the crystal of the year. So I will be showing you a few pieces that I have collected along the way. This is not something that I sell, but I do have a few pieces that I have online. So let me make sure perfect that the light captures that. So yes, I decided to choose clear quartz for many reasons I will be talking about, but I brought different kinds of clear quartz because the shape really matters depending on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to bring into your life. I chose clear quartz, number one, because it is extremely versatile. Clear quartz, you can program it. Clear quartz stores memory. Clear quartz amplifies whatever is happening around it. So let's say that you are trying to attract abundance into your life, right? Most people will say to you, you have to work with citrine, you have to work maybe with pyrite, you have to work with all these other crystals, which is great because they do have their own individual frequency. But if you don't have it, you can program clear quartz. So for me, I often use this when I travel. I always take a clear quartz with me whenever I'm doing a session or whenever something's happening and I need to connect as soon as possible. I always use clear quartz. Another reason why you should use clear quartz for the year is because it amplifies the energy, okay? And the way that this works is that it really doesn't judge. It will amplify whatever energy is around us. So if you live in a very toxic environment, it will amplify that. If you live in a very loving environment, it will amplify that. So how do you use it? The way that you can use it is, let's say that you want to amplify the love that you have for your home, or maybe you are trying to raise the frequency when you are having dinner with your kids, with your family. You should put clear quartz in the dining room table. You can put it in the four corners. Also, be aware of the colors, because yes, maybe you are working with a crystal, but maybe the crystal, it is rose quartz. Yes, it does have quartz, but it's not clear quartz. So remember about color theory, and the colors do have a vibration, so it will slightly change their frequency, but it will still be the same because it has quartz in them. So another reason why I chose clear quartz as the crystal of the year, in my opinion, is because it is extremely accessible. Best way that I will work with crystals in the current situation right now that we're in, work with a crystal that is available for you, that is affordable. Work with a crystal, it doesn't really have to be that big. I've had the one that I showed you for a long time because it was actually on special. Another thing that you have to be aware of when it comes to clear quartz is that clear quartz, it is a conductor of energy if you put enough pressure on them. This is why you see them in watches and computers. So when you work with them, be mindful of that. Be aware of the power that they have. For some reason, I always find it funny that people, they accept the fact that clear quartz there are in our electronics, but then when I tell them that you can use it for healing, they don't really believe in it. It's like, oh, okay, so that's interesting. So you trust it for your electronics, but you don't trust it for yourself. Okay, let's say that you are trying to create abundance, which is the most popular, that's why I keep saying it. What you can use is use a clear quartz and you can wrap it around with money. You can use copper, because copper, you can also use it for that. And then you wrap it around with money, and then you can put this in a corner of your house, in the corner of wealth. You can also put this in any areas that you need abundance. You can also use clear quartz for your crystal grids. I've mentioned this before. Why? Because you want the highest vibrational stone to work on your favor, right? So you want to raise the vibration. Remember, clear quartz raises the vibration. So whatever you are using it for, use it to your advantage. So the best way to use it when it comes to your grids, I've mentioned this in the past, is to use a generator. This is a tower, but actually the correct term is a generator, okay? Because it raises the vibration from the bottom and raises it to the top. Okay, so you want to put this in the center of the grid. I do have a video talking about grids, and another way that you can use it is to do crystal healing yourself, or to put it in water. I don't recommend it to drink it, that's just me, but people do it. Okay, you can do whatever you want with the stone. I only recommend to put crystals on water if they're polished, not if they're natural, okay, because it could release a bunch of things that you don't have no idea what it has. Okay, so what I would do is I would put a cup, and then you just go ahead and put the crystal inside the cup, and you can raise the vibration of that water and drink it. I don't do it directly. What people do is put a plate on the bottom or put clear quartz next to it, which would do the same thing, but you are really open to do whatever you want with the stone. Another beautiful way that you can work with clear quartz is to use it with the moon. I will put a bowl outside full of water, and then put the clear quartz inside it, and then let it stay there, especially for a new moon or full moon. And you can shine with this crystal. So remember, it is all about the intention that you're trying to put in. So you can say, I have peace in my life, because remember, you should always talk in present tense. I have whatever it is that you want, and then you place the stone inside the water and leave it overnight and take a shower with it. Every single day you can shower for 7 days, get rid of the water, and every time there's a full moon, you go ahead and recharge it with the same stone over and over again. And guess what? You're showering with the moon's energy as well as a clear quartz energy, which is even better. So let's talk about the year, because it does matter. If you're into numbers, you realize that this year it is the year 9. And the year 9 will represent in the tarot, it represents the Hermit. And the Hermit, it has many meanings, of course, but it really focuses on spirituality. It focuses on you working on yourself, very inner work. This is not about the time that you are dealing with a lot of people. This is about solitude. This is about the end of a cycle. So don't be surprised if this is a time that you are letting go of something, if you will have a very big transformation in your life, because this year will force you to do that. This will be a year that you have to let things go, even if you don't like it, even if it feels a little bit uncomfortable. It might feel a little bit chaotic. You might feel a little bit lonely, or most of the time, because this year will force you to look within. Let me know what is one thing that you're ready to let go, or what is one thing that you're not ready to let go of, but you have a feeling that it might happen to you. So let me know in the comments. Bye.